Your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Beautiful sunshine once again today, although a little bit cooler than what we have seen here as of late. That's our roofing dog on at Flooring America camera. And again, no problems as we go throughout the course of tonight. We're going to keep conditions very calm across the area with those clear skies and the temperatures that are going to be remaining a little bit on the cool side, okay? Let's take a look at where we sit right now with readings that are still into the 40s, but we've got 52 in Effingham and 50 in Springfield. But as was the case the past few nights, our temperatures getting down below that freezing mark. We're going to do it again as we go throughout tonight. As a matter of fact, we may be there as early as 9 o'clock tonight, around 31 degrees. Things get pretty good, though, through the weekend. We'll talk about it when we come back. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
An auto repair shop went up in flames overnight. Why fire crews had to call in extra help to put that out. Also tonight, 2 Central Illinois pharmacists are out of a job. What officials say they did with COVID vaccines that got them fired. And also tonight, this sunflower field became a social media sensation last year. When and where, you'll be able to see it again.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
It's terrible because, like, they're pretty big around here, and it's pretty bad.
That building right there, a total loss, and customers are wondering what's next for the owners. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. The fire burned Bernie's Automotive Repair Center last night. It's near South Ladd and West Reynolds Street in Pontiac. Firefighters say it took hours to put the flames out. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is with us. And Jamie, this was more than just a place to get your car fixed.
Right, Jennifer. People told me it wasn't just a repair shop, but a place you might go to look at old cars or just to talk with the owner. People were pretty upset to see just how bad the damage was. Firefighters say when they arrived, the flames were so heavy they had to call for additional help from other departments. One person was taken to the hospital. The fire chief says that person has been released. While they were able to keep the fire from spreading to nearby businesses, not everything could be saved.
In addition to the buildings, there were multiple vehicles surrounding the building. We were able to protect the majority of them on the south side, but unfortunately, all the other vehicles were exposed to the radiant heat and caught on fire.
The cause of the fire is being investigated by the state's fire marshal. The Pontiac Fire Investigation Unit is also helping. The fire chief says they still don't know the total cost of the damages. Back to you, Jennifer.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Springfield police arrested a man on stolen gun charges. Police say they found guns, ammunition, and marijuana in a car during a traffic stop. 33-year-old Tommy Banks was driving. Police say 2 guns were stolen, one from a house in Springfield 20 years ago, the other in Indiana. State police arrested a Shelby County man accused of sexual abuse. 54-year-old Chris Williams is charged with aggravated criminal sexual abuse. He's also facing charges of having a gun as a felon. He faces up to 12 years in prison. We have an update for you on this one. We told you last week a plea deal was reached in a kidnapping case that reached Urbana. One of the victim's lawyers is now weighing in. 27-year-old Felipe de Jesus Guevara Sanchez was sentenced to 4 months in jail after admitting to holding a man against his will. Authorities caught him at an Urbana gas station in the fall. The victim's lawyer says he and his family had no say in the decision. It's in control of the Champaign County court system. She says the victim and his mother didn't get what they deserved.
This was very traumatizing for them both, you know, so I think that she just really wanted justice to be served. And, you know, to start out with charges as severe as like aggravated kidnapping and forcible detention and then end up with unlawful restraint, that's kind of a big jump. It's very emotional for them.
Now, she said previously she often helps victims in these types of cases get U visas or T visas. The change in charges won't affect that. Following up, we have more information about 2 Central Illinois pharmacists who got fired. Officials say their actions didn't take COVID vaccines away from the public. One brought vaccine doses home to her family. She worked at Decatur Memorial Hospital. Today, a hospital spokesperson told us she did what's called pooling. That's when you take what's left in 2 vials after vaccines are administered. Administered and combine those to make a full dose. We talked to another pharmacist who says this goes against everything they've been taught.
The sheer facts of the situation, we don't have enough of it. It does make it a scarce situation, but it does not put healthcare providers in the right to be able to violate our ethics and our oath.
There was another pharmacist also fired from Decatur Memorial. We weren't told why that happened. Coming up at 6, we'll explain why that method of pooling vaccines can be dangerous. And here's a look at today's COVID numbers statewide. Nearly 3 million vaccines have been administered in Illinois yesterday. 93,000 people got the shot. The average is nearly 79,000 shots a day. Now, when it comes to infection rates, there are more than 1,700 new cases. 42 more people have died. The 7-day positivity rate is still at 2.9%. The Champaign County Housing Authority is helping families with online learning. It's through a partnership with the U of I. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is live from our newsroom. So, Courtney, how does this all work?
Well, Jennifer, social work students at the U of I will work with kids who are struggling with virtual learning. During this pandemic, parents who have had to spend more time helping their kids than ever before. This tutoring program will let them do their job or finish up other things while their kids are finishing up schoolwork. Organizers say they noticed some families were having a hard time with online classes and they wanted to help out.
Our team here at the Housing Authority thought that it would be an excellent idea to partner with the School of Social Work and match our students, our young people who are on our housing program, to tutors who can help them succeed and be successful in education.
Now, this will be for families who are involved with the Champaign County Housing Authority already. They are low income, and organizers say that often means they have trouble accessing online learning. Now, signups do start soon. They started this week for tutoring. It will be offered through May. We have more information about how you can get involved and a link for signing up on our website at WCIA.com. Live in the newsroom, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Courtney, thank you so much. A middle school club is being honored for its artwork. The Young Women of Sisterhood at Franklin STEAM Academy in Champaign won the award. It's for the mural they painted at the Museum of the Prairie. It's the newest addition to the Women's History exhibit. The museum curator who led the project says she wanted it to include a younger generation's voice.
We wanted to make sure that we got the viewpoint of the women of the future, and especially brown and black women of the future. So we wanted to talk to young girls, middle school age, to see what their thoughts were about where they were, where they hope to go as far as women's rights go.
The mural was painted in March of last year, but the pandemic forced the museum to close just a week later. Now the doors are open again, and the Young Women of Sisterhood say they are excited for people to see their hard work. A Potomac man who died more than 20 years ago is being memorialized with a new bench. It's in honor of Walter Gomer Plowman and sits in front of the Gifford State Bank in Potomac. The mayor says Gomer was known for his small acts of generosity, like mowing people's lawns and helping kids fix their bikes. He says he wasn't wealthy, but still spread his wealth. More sunflowers are coming to Champaign County this summer. The Atkins Group is launching Clearview Farm in Champaign. It's going to be 140 acres. 18 crops will be planted, ranging from shredded kale to sweet corn and those popular sunflowers. So far, they have 2 crops planted. Champaign County Farm Bureau says many farmers are getting prepared to enter the fields.
Right now, as we've seen some warmer temperatures, what we're seeing is a lot of farmers getting their planters out of the shed, maybe getting it out from the back of the shed and moving it to the front or moving it into their shop to start doing a typical annual maintenance on it.
Now, I know so many of you were in Urbana with the sunflowers taking pictures last year. They're not going to be there again. Instead, head to Champaign. Those sunflowers should be open later in the summer when they bloom. The Senate has started a marathon debate over COVID relief. What is delaying the process? Plus, a new threat has the U.S. Capitol on high alert. How it led to heightened security this week.